Alright, I'm back. So let me kind of show you what I've been up to since the last episode. All I did was built the foundation for our house. um, I did pull up the water barrel over here, and then I moved our breeding, just a temporary little worm over here so that I can work on Agricraft in between episodes or whatever. Uh, in today's episode, I'd like to make some more progress with Tinkers and maybe work on some more, um, maybe get into some like hatchery or something. I think it'd be a good idea to start working on some of the more, the basic mods. So Agricraft is one of those things. I did find out how to use it. Basically, you need to make one of these, take some seeds. I just got some 111 seeds here, and you literally just have to stand here and oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And watch them for a while, and then once you have them to where they crossbreed, I mean it does take a while, and so once you have them 10 I guess there's less likely of a chance for them to, or even higher, there's less likely of a chance for them to produce weeds. There is no weed killer, although back in 2015, the mod author said he was going to work on that. He never did, or he didn't implement it into the current, whatever the version that we're using right now. But what I would like to do is I would like to work on getting to some of these seeds here. So like redstone seeds, it's going to take Ferinium, which is going to take melon and pumpkin. I'm going to have to find melon seeds, but we can make pumpkin seeds with carrot and potato seeds. So it would be cool to start working on the crossbreeding aspect of it and not necessarily worrying too much about trying to number up my crops, although having them higher, 10 would be would make them easier for them to grow. But I think for now, though, in this episode at least, I'm going to focus more on tinkers and maybe a little bit of hatchery, since I have a lot of wheat. And I know where some chickens are. Well, hello, Mr. Creeper. A little combat right off the bat here. I like it. My stone sword not doing much to him. Alright. That's the first thing that I've gotten. Okay, so let's... I did go out and grab a bunch of clay, sand, and gravel. And it's usually, this is the amount I make. This will give me 4 stacks of grout. I think actually I need to make 4 more pieces of grout, but I don't really know. So let's cap this off, and I'll just keep coming back to that here in a little bit, and keep making the grout throughout the episode. So what I'd like to do though is over here in our Tinker's setup, I have a little bit of flint, and I think I have some more gravel. I just have 2. Okay, I'd like to upgrade my tools to be flint, so that means I need to come into my part builder here and make a flint pickaxe head, and then go to my tool station and then just upgrade from stone to flint. And you watch over here on the right hand side where it says durability. My goal is to make the durability a little bit higher. I think the mining level is going to maintain iron. Yeah, so I'm going from 120 to 190. It's kind of nice. So that'll let that last a little bit longer. So I need to make the other pieces here. So let's make a flint, but this will change the repair material, right? So whenever I go to repair my tools, I'm going to need to use flint to do it. So that just means that I'm going to need to go out and find some or make some. I believe I can make some with gravel. So yeah, so now that that's done, I would like to make parts for a bow. So let me grab some wood, and I made these over here, these bonsai trees. So let me kind of show you. They're really easy to make. I did go find some iron to make them, but the regular bonsai trees, bonsai pot is just 5 brick. And you put the bonsai down, you put a piece of dirt in it, and then you plant your sapling, and it will grow. Now with the regular bonsai pot, what you need to do once it becomes fully mature, it will not automatically just drop its materials into the bottom like this one is going to do. So like if I were to put this one here and let it grow, there's no inventory. Actually, let's just do it here. I'm gonna let this tree grow. It's gonna be a little slower than this one, but once it's full, once it's at 100%, you just left click it with an axe here, and it will drop. It'll pop all that stuff out of there. The only difference between a hopping bonsai pot and a hopping bonsai pot is that you just put a hopper underneath it. So the regular hopper recipe, and what that does is as it grows, once it gets to 100%, it just drops it into the chest, whatever the material at the end is, just drops it into the chest. So this one here, I don't believe it's going, oh, it does work. I wonder where it's going to put the material. I wonder if it just deletes it. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to show you with the left click with an axe, but it's not that important. The next thing I want to do is make a compost bin, a wood casing. So that's going to take one of these. Here, let's just grab all this here. Yeah. And we'll come over and I'll show you kind of a cool feature of JEI. That's this thing over here that maybe I haven't shown you before. So I have a crafting grid selected. And then over here on the recipe, I hit left click to look at the recipe, left click to look at this recipe, and then I can, let me get the materials that I need, being a goober. Okay, let's try that again. So I have the crafting grid selected, left click on the recipe, left click on this recipe, and then if I just hit left click on this plus sign, it'll move all the items in my inventory up into the crafting grid, and I can just select it and bring it down. So that's one part of the compost. So I do it again, and now that I know that I have the wood casing, use the planks here. If I just hit left click, I know I've got them in my inventory, and I've got a compost. So that's kind of nice. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to stick this outside by my, back here by my crops. Oh, and another thing I wanted to point out, I'm going to let this go, since these are just 1-1-1. If you let weeds grow, supposedly they will take over your crops. So that's a bad thing. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to grab some, maybe, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's just grab this full stack of oak saplings and see if I can stick it all in there. Nope. How do I get stuff in there? Oh, compost is from actual editions? Will that not actually give me, that might not actually give me what I want. See, Agricraft was very different from other versions that I've seen. Okay, water tank. Yeah. This is all water, which is cool, but actually what I should do is no, that's just for seed tracking. Maybe this is just decorative. Let's take a look at actually editions. And I doubt that I can make a book for it. I know a book exists, but I don't know if I can make it yet. Unless it's already given it to me. I know there is one. Let's check our random stuff over. Yeah, here's actual editions book. So come in here, and I want to look at compost. Compost is used to make fertilizer from biomash. Uh, Fertilizer acts just like bone meal, but can be crafted in a much simpler manner just by crafting biomash. So let's look up biomash here. Okay, biomash, actual additions to compost is used to make fertilizer for biomash. Yeah, how do you make it though? Okay. Biomash can be crafted from any type of food item by putting any number of it together in a crafting grid with a knife. Okay. And a knife is some iron. Okay, this is taking me kind of down a rabbit hole. Leather and stick. And I can't use saplings anyway, so that's not exactly what I was thinking it was. So we'll put that away for now. Don't make that. I was hoping it was the actual additions one, but... Okay, well, back to Tinkers. I'd like to make a bow. So I'm going to come here to the part builder, actually the stencil table, and I'm going to take a bow handle, a bow pattern here, the bowstring pattern, the arrowhead, the arrow shaft, and the fletching pattern. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here and select the bow limb pattern. Now with bows, right now I can only make, if I were to go to my tool station, I can only make a short bow, which is fine. And the two materials that really matter the most, well, the material that matters the most for the bow is the bow limb. So this is going to take 3, so I'll take 2 of these. And then the string here, there is some value to using like fire string, but then that turns your arrows into fire, and that's not always the thing that you want. So I recommend just taking string, getting a bowstring from it, and never changing that. So then I go back to my tool station, go to my bow, short bow, and then use my 2 bow limbs and my bowstring to make a wooden bow. So this shoots very fast. You can look in your Tinker's book to see kind of the stats about that. Now I want to make the arrows that go with it. So back to the part builder, arrowhead. This is for the arrow. The arrowhead is the part that matters the most. There are modifiers that come with the other 2, and I'll show you which pieces to use on those. But right now I'm going to use flint. It's just a higher, it'll be a decent damage for me and all that. So alright, so then for the shaft, I'm going to use sugar canes. This gives me a damage modifier of 1.5, bonus ammo of 20. There's also you can look in the book, but I would recommend using reeds and only ever reeds. And then for the feather or the fletching, I would use, I need another feather. Let me sleep, and I'll go get another feather here. Yeah, I'll take you with me just in case something fun happens. Since it was, let's go the other way. Since it was nighttime, I'll probably run into some creepers or something. Should be fun. But there's some chickens over here. I hope there's another one. I saw at least one more. I killed one because I knew there was another one I could take. And oh, here's a spider. I would like to find some cactus if I could, but that might be something I have to get through farming or something rather than exploring. Okay, there's a chicken right there. Let's make sure there's another one here. Oh yeah, right there. So as long as I have one, I can get more eggs from it through hatchery, and then we can use those eggs to get more chickens if we need them. So with the one chicken though, we should be good. I'm not going to be using the chickens for food. I'm mostly going to be using them for the feathers and eggs. Eggs will be used for food, and the feathers will be used for, you know, various other things that we need them for. And then I think they also give us chicken poop, which is great for making fertilizer with. So we'll do that. So let's come back over here and then put a second feather in there. And there's our fletching. So now then I go back to my tool station and craft my very low arrows. So there's 500 no, 42 arrows. If you hold shift over here, it says ammo 42 of 42. So as I use these, they're just like regular arrows. They drop on the ground here and I can go pick them up, except that one kind of went in the ground. Oh, they're breaking, that's why. But if they didn't break, yeah, there we go, I could just pick it back up. And to repair these arrows, I just use a piece of flint. So it's just like the rest of these. This will be wood to repair. The rest of these will be flint to repair. So that'll be nice. Okay, let's get into some hatchery here, and let's start using chickens to fuel our our lives. Because right now, our crops aren't really. I mean, crops are there for food right now. We will use them eventually for whatever else we need. So, okay, so I do know that we need a lot of wheat. So let's come in here and let's harvest all this wheat. So what I'm going to do is kind of move around into different mods, and I'm not doing that to try and like highlight them or anything like that. I'm doing that because between one mod and the next, it'll be easy for me to get, you know, a little bit into it, and then kind of progress as a whole better because I have, you know, more resources at play. So I'm gonna need 3 of these. Okay, and then they go in order just like that. I showed you this in the other video. So let's come back into hatchery here. I want to make a net, animal net. So this takes 3 string and 3 sticks. Okay, let's get 3 string from here. So this is what I was showing, right? So with the item scroller, I can just scroll up and it puts the 3 of them in there. So 3 scroll ups will give me 3 items. And then let's say that I had all of these that I wanted here. If I hold shift, hold down left click, and just hover over them as I drag my mouse across, it puts them up in here. That's kind of nice. I really like that a lot. So that's what I was talking to you about on the phone the other day. And then 3 sticks. Right. So that was much slower than just, you know, scrolling. And if you hold shift, you can scroll like a whole stack or whatever. So I just want 3. Okay, so let's come up here. I just showed you how to do this. Left click gives me an animal net. Now I don't necessarily want an egg nest. Actually, I do want an egg nest. I don't know that I'll be able to use it without redstone lamps, but I'm gonna make another one of these for now, and then I want to make a nesting pen, which is just 7 more planks. Oops. Okay, it's clicking too fast. There we go. Okay, and now this is going to give me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my, like a regular chicken in here, so I'm just going to set it there for now. Go catch one of these chickens over here. And then, you know, I could put a hopper underneath it, but there's an internal inventory. And some of these items, you know, not like eggs. Eggs stack up to 16, but feathers will stack up to 64, which tells me, and then the poop I think stacks up to 64. So that tells me that I'll have 1 thing of feathers, 1 thing of poop, and then 3 things of eggs, which is, I'd prefer to have more eggs, I think. So there's some chicken poop. Hey, don't run away from me. Okay, I just right clicked on that. There we Yeah, here's a shaded garden. That's stuff I don't have. Yeah, leeks. And blackberries, okay. So I could come over to this biome. So each biome has their own, like, garden, I think is what they're called. So these are called, like, plains gardens or whatever. What are they called? Windy garden. So that one was a shady garden for the forest. And then there's, like, frozen gardens and swampy gardens, stuff like that. So if I found the different biomes, I could get the different Pam's Harvestcraft plants from them. It'd be cool though if Pam's Harvestcraft let us be able to make the different ones. That way, if we weren't able to find the different biomes, we could just make the different gardens, and that would be nice. Okay, so I've got the chicken in here, and I'm just going to shift right click, and he's going to start putting stuff in there, which is nice. So I can periodically come back in here and watch him. So every 5 minutes up here at the top left over here, he's going to poop something out. So we'll just let him do his thing for now. The next thing I wanted to get into was mystical agriculture, I think. I wanted to start growing some of these, and I think to get essence, Inferium essence, I think I need to get them from Inferium. I don't think it's crafting seeds. I think it's just yeah, I don't want a tier 6 Inferium crop. I just want a regular. Okay, so I just get seeds and surround it with Inferium essence, but I don't know how to get that in the first place. Is this something I just find? Base crafting seed, but I don't have any of those either. Maybe I won't get into this yet. I was hoping to plant some today. Let's see if I have any. I have one Inferium essence. I probably got that from... I have no idea what I got that from. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down to just kind of in front here, and I don't think if I put an egg in there it will hatch or anything. Yeah, this says 0 hatching because I need to put a redstone lamp over top of it. So let's stick all that back in there. Let's see how this is doing. This is doing just fine. Oops. There we go. And we'll stick this. So I was thinking about my smeltery, where to put my smelter, and I think I'm going to stick it in this corner here. This is like a perfect smeltery size. I did not do that on purpose. It just kind of worked out for me. So I think it'll be cool to have a smeltery outside, right outside here, and then maybe on this side. I have no idea. So let's start making some stuff. I'm gonna need 9. We'll just make all of them that I have. They're cooking anyway. And I always make it this size. I think you can make it any size you want right now. There's a minimum, but with 1.12.2, the current version of Minecraft that I'm playing, I think you can change the size just like the Nether portal. So I'm gonna let these all cook, and I'll be right back. Okay, so those are all made, and I made a piece of glass, so I'm gonna craft the rest of the pieces that I need. So I'm gonna need a table, I'm gonna need a basin, and a controller. Oops. A tank, a drain, and 2 spouts. The rest of these can be made into, yeah, into seared bricks. So, what I am going to do is what I always do. This is how I always set these up. And I just got used to doing it this way because it worked. Put the drain here, and then the table up front, the basin on the side, the faucets on either side here, and then just kind of build up the top here as needed. And I don't think I need 12, so I don't think I'm going to go up one more. We're just going to keep it like that. So now I need to find a way to get lava. If I was as lucky as you and was able to find lava on the surface nearby my base, this would be solved. But I believe I have to go either down or take a visit to the nether. What I'm probably going to have to do is just dig down low and find some resources down there. So I'll do that later. One of the other things I wanted to do was make a bookshelf from Bibliocraft. I don't know if you've ever made one of these before. They're pretty handy. I've got 4 books. I plan on having several more. And what these do, they're just 3 slabs in the middle and then 6 planks, 3 on either side. Stick this on a wall somewhere. I'll stick it over here. It's fine. And then either you right click on it like this and shift left click books in, or you can put books in however you want. You can stick them wherever you want. So you can do that if you want, or move them around, and now they're all put together. So that is the bookshelf from Bibliocraft. Now, I wanted to check on my chicken, because I think it would be great if we could make, yeah, we've got some more of that. So let's put, can I put stuff back in? Yes. I just want 1 egg. Let's make, actually I want 2 eggs. I don't know if I have enough wheat to do what I want to do here, but let's grab some. I don't ever want to have to chop down wood again. So let's go see if we can grab some more wheat real quick. Yeah, there's 1 there. So it looks like I was wrong about Agricraft and the weeds, because it looks like the weeds don't actually take over the crops. I let this go probably a good 40 minutes, and the weeds have not taken over the actual crops, which is great. So what I can do now, I can get my rake, my hand rake, and then come over here and just right click on these, and actually I should have grabbed some crop sticks too. Just need to. I'm gonna put these on here like that and let them see if I can get better seeds out of that. In the meantime, we'll make this 3. Okay, so I'll only be able to make 1 more hatchery. Ooh, actually, you know what? Since I don't have a redstone lamp, let's use this other egg nest. And there we go. Actually, I want all those. And then I'm going to want some sand. There we go. Let's make these real quick. I want to make 2 more roosts, nesting pens, whatever they're called. And then I want to make some. Ooh, that's not how that's made. Is it how sand is made? Oh, I hate when mod packs change recipes. Okay, let's go for hatchery. Oh, do I need to have a different mod? I wonder if I need to have Roost on there. More content, Roost. had it. Yes. Okay. I'll be adding Roost to the mod pack between this episode and next. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try that again. So, an egg with wood around it. Okay. Egg with sand around it. Okay. Let's check out Roost. Oh no. What happened to the sand chickens? Oh man. So we're not going to be able to use... Seriously, is there like another mod that... I'm gonna have to do some research into that and figure out why we can't make... I want chickens that can give me stuff. That's the whole point of Roost and Hatchery, I thought. Alright, well anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for now. I'll do some research as to why those aren't a thing. See if I can get that fixed, and then I'll bring that into the next episode. Alright man, I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. I'm going to try and find some lava in between the episodes. I might get a few resources just so that I can, I don't know, make some cool stuff. I'll figure out which mod I want to get into next. I think maybe cooking for blockheads or something like that. Maybe a little bit of Pam's Harvest Craft. And then yeah. So, see you next time. See you, dude.